embed the actions in the action plan into your BAU. So how can you introduce a commitment, for example, and starting with ending the overrepresentation of the 5 groups in your work, in the program that you deliver, in the strategy that your organisation happens to be revisiting or revising or creating from scratch. These are the things immediately that you that we would really like you to start to think about and embed. Also sharing the action plan in your newspapers and across your professional networks and on social media. And if you're a peak body, please share with your members. And lastly, contributing case studies and evidence and data that can help support this stream of advocacy, but also deepen the evidence base about why cross-sector systems change work is absolutely necessary, and contributing to that evidence base about the overrepresentation of these 5 groups being something that is chronic and currently immovable, and the need for the action plan. What we will do next. So and that kind of hopefully connects with some of the suggestions that came out of the different sessions. We hope to be able to schedule a roundtable with government ministers, parliamentary secretaries and departmental heads and local MPs to be able to talk to them about the action plan and why it's something that should matter to them. Also, and I think Sarah, your group in particular, made mention of this, but I think the others did as well. We want to, so we've started here with the community service sector, our sector. The next, another next key step is to actually facilitate some community roundtables across Victoria with people affected by overrepresentation and or living or have lived with the experience of overrepresentation, because somebody nailed it. Absolutely, we're accountable to them and they need to know what this action plan is about and how ideally that guide that we hope to create is going to, how they might be able to use it in their day-to-day kind of conversations. And moving on to the guide, we hope to be able to develop a simple guide to inform your organisation's advocacy and really help you in terms of translating this action plan into reality and looking at what is ripe for change within your organisation, within your role and within your sector in terms of advocating for the implementation of some of these asks. Thanks very much. Over to you, Juanita.
Thank you, Anoushka, and thank you so much for your leadership of this group. It's just fantastic. Just for those online, my name is Juanita Pope. If you don't know me already, I'm the CEO of vcoss, relatively new. So it's lovely to be here because I do have a very soft spot for the justice space, having spent more than a decade in community legal centre before coming here to vcoss. So, and I'm clearly one of you because we've got the same colour combo in our black and pink today. So you know, I feel very much amongst friends.
That's right. It's our new uniform. It's the action plan uniform.
That's right. It's the action plan uniform. You heard it first. Black and pink. It's where it's at. But really, in all seriousness, thank you so much for facilitating today's conversation and hosting. I think it's been really fascinating to listen to the presentations and to hear back from the breakout sessions and the underlying ethos of this work, which is really to situate the experiences of cohorts in a justice system, but inside a broader ecosystem around sort of social services and determinants of disadvantage is one that's very close to vcoss's heart, as you know, the peak body across the community service sector. So you know, we're very proud to be a member of Smart Justice for Young People and also Smart Justice for Women, and very much back the coalition's work across multiple service areas and service systems. This action plan is large and it is comprehensive, but one of the key messages from it is, of course, about working together. And vcoss is not a justice specific organisation. We sit, as I say, across the whole sector. And so, you know, to see this work, which really, as you've said earlier in this session today, we can't do this work on our own, and we have to do it in partnership. And we have to, and, you know, I loved some of the reflections from the breakouts too around the opportunity to come together across our diversity to talk about how we do this and how we do it better. So great to see that kind of commitment to collaboration and cross-sector conversations to really delve into the root causes of some of these incredibly complex and problematic experiences, really. We see at vcoss that these systems interact. We like to think that because we have members from across the system, we can sometimes join the dots in ways that, you know, sometimes unfortunately we find that government can't or misses the opportunity to. So it's really great for us to have that opportunity to kind of see how the pieces interact. And secondly, also because, you know, this work is really everyone's business in our sector. And justice reform might be peripheral to some social services or might feel a little bit removed sometimes, but actually social justice at its broadest concept is at the heart of our sector and the heart of everything that we do. So it's great to be working in partnership with justice and across the community services sector on this really important work. So I do commend the action plan and thank you, Anoushka, for your leadership of it again, and all the people who have contributed to today's event. Yes, Melissa, Nyawa, hope I've got Nagar, Elena, and Ilo, Sarah, Nisam, and Deb doing the facilitations. Thank you so much. Yes, we're very excited about the action plan. We're excited about the work to happen from here and what we could achieve when we work together. So thank you everyone for joining today's event. This concludes our session today, but this is just the very start of our advocacy, our consultations, our further influencing work to get this action plan up and running and embedding it in everyone's BAU, spruiking it.
That's it.
And taking it to the next level. So thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.